All right, I know a lot of y'all want to play the blame game and stuff with this Afghan shooting these two National Guardsmen. You want to try to blame Trump. You want to try to blame Biden, or you want to try to say that they shouldn't have been there in the first place. You want to do this, want to do that. All this noise instead of getting to the root of the problem to make sure this stuff doesn't happen again. I mean, yes, immigration is one part of it, but it's not the only part of it. And I know this won't be a very popular actual audio or podcast, whatever you want to call it, because most people want to argue back and forth. If they don't have something to argue back and forth about, they basically discontinue it. But I don't care. I always bring the truth and the facts to try to help situations, especially this. This is very, very important to make sure that we try to prevent this from happening ever again. See, this Afghan, and I only say this Afghan only because I cannot actually pronounce his name, but he actually had an actual caseworker. Him and his family actually had a caseworker. And I'm about to show you a few snippets. I'll probably read from those snippets as well because it says it the best. But it'll tell you exactly where the issues are and what we should actually be talking about. All right. This advocate or caseworker that was assisting him and his family in Washington sent emails in January 2024 to the U.S. Committee for Refugees and Immigrants, a nonprofit group raising alarms about his deteriorating mental health and inability to function. The advocate warned that this Afghan, had not worked in over a year, was isolating himself in a dark room, and had been not functional as a person, father, and provider for months. The emails detailed manic episodes and sudden erratic cross-country trips. Then it goes on to say the staff from that refugee program said, no meaningful contact was made, and that the advocate believed that the Afghan declined the actual help. These concerns, though documented in internal communications, actually reportedly failed. So no intervention was made by the law enforcement or anything like that. That's where the failure is, y'all. That's where the problem lies. That's what we need to be talking about, not all this other junk. Again, the actual mental health system process in different areas has failed somebody. Plain and simple. We need to take care of this, regardless if it's immigrant or U.S. citizen, so it never happens to anybody ever again. See, when you actually look for the truth and facts without bitterness and hate and everything, you actually see this kind of stuff. TB out.